Well, first of all, you know, I know Luke, the first thing Luke's going to tell you is you didn't throw well, and that's a sign of a great competitor when you don't feel like you threw well and you give up one run. So that's the first thing. We defended like crazy tonight. Obviously, we swung the bat, but I thought we played a lot of energy, but defensively we were lights out.
Luke, can you just talk about those two double plays that you were able to kind of orchestrate, and how did that kind of factor into a point in the game that was critical if maybe those double plays didn't come through?
Yeah, the defense was huge today. I was grateful that I was able to kind of start a couple of them, but, I mean, it was all over the diamond all night in the outfield and in the infield. Those plays really kept picking me up when I didn't have my best stuff.
Was kind of those first two on the mound look like kind of struggling to kind of get the control in terms of hitting in some walks? Were you overamped, or was it taking a while to kind of to get into it for you tonight?
Just out of rhythm a little bit. Couldn't find my stuff early on. Overthrowing kind of like I did early in the year, but I'm thankful to have the defense behind me that I do.
Luke, I mean, were you a little extra amped for this one? Do you think that maybe did kind of contribute to maybe not being quite as sharp early in this game?
It's just another week, another game. They're a good opponent, but I don't prepare any differently no matter what the team is, so I prepared like it was a normal start.
Luke, did you go down to the bullpen in the fourth inning to work with Troy Kalonch on your delivery or whatever wasn't working?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a couple more throws in. The innings were kind of long. It was a pretty slow-paced game, so rather than trying to stay loose, doing just some like arm circles or something in the dugout, I went in and got a couple extra pitches in.
Luke, you mentioned the defense, but it must be nice to pitch with that kind of offense too and that many runs.
Oh, it's a great feeling. Not only the defense, but the team picked me up all game long, scoring runs. Even right after I gave up a run, they came back and put some more on the board, so that helped out a lot.
Case, you got the two that you needed early. You got the 2 wins now. Assess where you guys are in this tournament.
Same place we were when we started. We got to win the next game. So, you know, you're always looking for the edge and ask guys to play with the same energy that they played with all year long. At this time of year, I said this last night, it's a players' game. This tournament's about the players. You know, we coach them in practice. They've practiced long. They've been here since September 4th or 5th. You turn it over to them. You trust them, and you let them play.
Pat, this might be a question that you shrugged off numerous times to your local guys here, but the LSU and what happened last year, the way today went, do you think there was any motivation to go out and just kind of show what you guys could do here against them? You know, I really, like I said, I don't know about that. I think there's always motivation. They're an unbelievable program, unbelievable team. Certainly they eliminated us last year from the World Series. We thought we had a great club last year. They obviously had a great club. And I think that, you know, the motivation for the guys in our locker room is when they get to put on the OSU uniform, because there's going to be a day where they can't put it on again.
Pat, throughout the year, or throughout this year, you've been talking about the inconsistency behind Luke and Bryce. What do you want to see from your pitching group tomorrow, and have you thought of who you want to throw tomorrow?
Well, you know, we want somebody to go out there and compete and be able to command the strike zone. You know, we're going to throw Kevin Abel, and he's been getting better and better. And, you know, I have all the confidence in the world in him. Our bullpen's fresh. We've been able to do that, and certainly, you know, I don't think that he is not capable of going out and giving us a really good start.
Anything else?
With Hess on the mound, was there ever a strategy to kind of wait him out a little bit and see if you could kind of work him deeper into counts? You know, I watched these guys in the SEC tournament, and they beat Florida 11-0 to get to move themselves into the championship game. I saw him throw, and I can't remember numerous times. And, you know, he can be dominant. I mean, when that fastball has life to it, that breaking ball, when it's 12-6, it's biting. I do know that, you know, we talked about getting quality pitches to swing at. You know, it was a heck of a pitching matchup between Luke and Hess, and you know, they probably both have had much better days, that's for sure. But
You know, I just thought our hitters did a good job. You know, I think the key to the game, the key to the whole thing was things that are so noticeable to me that are probably, you know, not noticeable to the normal person just sitting in the stand is the exchange that Rutschman made on the double play in the first inning was unbelievable. To catch the ball over his head, and because my lefty over here didn't make a very good throw, but the exchange he made to turn the double play was huge. I mean, that guy is a freak athletically. And then the play that Luke made when he dove for the ball in the bunt and then was able to, from his knees, throw the guy out at second base. You know, you know, momentum. You know, young guys, you know, they thrive on momentum, and those things are huge. I mean, you think about the number of pitches that changed for Luke, but we spend an enormous amount of time working on our defensive skills, and we got great defenders. There's no doubt about it. But Michael Gretler, the play he made down the line, I always say he's the guy that doesn't get enough attention because you got some high-profile guys in that infield, but that guy is really, really something. Thank you, guys.